know what it is, man. Another Grizz dub, so you know who we hit on. Yeah.
You don't need no other body.
So you guys, I want to bring y'all this video on Ja Morant and Jania Michelle, just because we definitely got some things we got to talk about. So just recently, a lot of people has been sending me DMs on Instagram requesting for me to make an updated video talking about Ja and Jania's situation. If you guys do not know, back on Halloween weekend, Ja Morant was with Jania Michelle. They was both partying together. So you already know we're going to go over this, and let's just talk about everything that's currently going on between these two. So first, let's talk about Ja Morant. Now, we all know Ja is currently in his third season in the NBA, playing with the Memphis Grizzlies. Throughout 8 games and averaging 35 minutes, Ja is currently averaging 27 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, shooting 52 field goal percentage, and shooting 36% for the 3-point line. So as you can see, you just look at Ja Morant's numbers so far, you can tell that he's not playing, and most likely he's going to have a breakout season this year, because he just on different timing. And I always knew what exactly was going to happen for this upcoming season, because I was explaining to you guys on what Ja Morant mindset was. When you look on his Twitter and stuff, he was speaking out on a few things, you know, he was going through. And I know some of you guys that's actually Ja Morant fans, I know some of y'all will see that he always say like welcome to the dark and stuff like that, and he will always use that black ninja emoji. Just know there's a reason for all of that. I don't know exactly what he was going through behind closed doors, but I could tell right after his second year in the NBA, that's when his mindset really started to change, and it just started to get a little darker for him. And that's why when you look on his social media accounts, it's always welcome to the dark, and you know, it's dark and stuff. You know, he's always talking about the dark and stuff, because now his mindset is changed. But at the end of the day, Ja's definitely doing his thing, and you can tell that he's using all that fire that's built inside of him, and he's leaving it all out on the court, because his energy is definitely different. I even remember when they played against the Los Angeles Lakers, it was a really close game, and Ja, he had to shoot 3 free throws to top the game for it to go to overtime, right? He made the first 2, but he ended up missing the last free throw. And I remember after the game, he posted a picture when he was standing at the free throw line, and you can just see how the court was looking with all the scratches and stuff. You could tell it was literally right after the game. So he just showed the world that basically he's not going to forget that he missed that free throw, and he's definitely going to work on himself. The caption he put was, "Won't hide from it. I'll be right back. 10 toes down, ready." And he put ready in all caps. Then of course he put the black ninja. So as you can see, his mindset is definitely locked in. Like Ja, he's not playing. And I just love the timing Ja Morant is on. You can tell that he's really, really hungry this year. And most likely he's going to make the All-Star game. But we just got to see what's going to happen. Now let's talk about the real spicy stuff on what's going on behind closed doors that nobody really knows about, dealing with Ja Morant and Jania Michelle. Now, I know some of you guys seen my previous video I made a month ago talking about Ja Morant talking to Jania and Casey. If you guys have not seen that video, make sure you guys go check it out. But basically, this is an updated video because a lot of people has been sending me all types of DMs and videos showing me that Ja Morant was partying with Jania Michelle on October the 30th, one day before Halloween. So here's the thing, you guys, I want y'all to check this out. Now, back on October the 30th, Jania made a tweet on her Twitter, and she said, "Memphis better turn the F up tonight." And this was at 1 o'clock. So when you fast forward later throughout that night, Jania basically was hosting a costume party at Life Lounge, which is in Memphis, and Ja Morant pulled up. So basically this is what happened. Now once Ja pulled up to the party, he walked into the party, right? And he spoke with Jania. So right when he spoke with Jania, then they went their separate ways, just because, you know, the party was just so lit, and I guess, you know, they was just doing their own thing. But later throughout the party, you will see that Ja was in the same section with her, you guys, and this is how I know. Basically, someone was recording a video when Jania was getting lit. I think she was standing like on a chair or maybe a table, and they pointed out that Ja was standing right beside her. He was wearing a red jacket, and it was hard to see him just because, you know, Ja, he's an NBA player, so he's going to stay low-key at all times. He know people got phones. He know he's in the public and stuff like that, so he's going to try his absolute hardest to stay out of the public, even though he's still trying to get lit and stuff. But basically, whoever was recording that video, Ja, he didn't know that they was recording. and you can just see that he was on the side. He was kind of like laughing and stuff like that, but he was right next to Jania. So they definitely got something going on the low, you guys. And honestly, I already knew, because when I made my previous video talking about Ja talking to Jania, right after I made that video, Jania decided to unfollow Ja on Instagram, and she basically just gave it away because it was just so obvious on how she did it, you guys. Of course, everybody is going to show me and point it out to me, and that's the thing, y'all gotta understand that people really do be telling me all types of stuff and even showing me things that I couldn't even see myself. So it's just so funny because it was so obvious that I blew their cover on what they had going on, and Jania, she just felt like she was under pressure, so she unfollowed him, and she has not been following him since. But it's just so funny how a month later she started to host a party in Memphis, and Ja Morant pulls up to the party, and her and Ja is in the same section. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, we already knew what was going on. I definitely want y'all to leave y'all comments and opinions below on how y'all feel about this. I know when I read my comments in my last video talking about this situation, a lot of people wasn't really messing with Jania, and honestly, I don't blame y'all on why y'all feel the way y'all feel about her, just because, you know, she had a child with NBA Youngboy, and just her mindset is really different. She's really like a party girl. This girl parties a lot. She hosts parties every weekend, so it's just like, I don't blame y'all for feeling that way. I just really hope Ja Morant is careful, because you already know he got a lot on his plate right now. Definitely that the season has started, even though his team is in the 4th seed in the Western Conference. You know, things are now starting to get tipped off. So Ja, he has to stay locked in, but at the same time, he want to have fun off the court. He's only 22 years old, you guys. Jania, she's 21 years old, so they're around the same age. And it's just like, man, I just hope Ja be smart, because you already know she wouldn't mind having another child with Ja Morant. Like, come on now, let's get real. Let's get real. Dude is on a freaking 4-year, $39.6 million contract. He's getting paid $9.6 million for this season alone, and that don't even include his endorsement deals. Like, come on now. Ja definitely got it like that, and the fact that he's only 22 is just so crazy, because the dude is a top boss, man. I remember he even said during the Instagram live that he already has 2 cribs, he has multiple cars and stuff like that, all types of jewelry. Like, Ja Morant, he's that guy. Come on now. And that's on and off the court. So Ja just got to stay locked in regardless, and just keep doing his thing, man. I know it's hard for him when he's not on the NBA court, just because he got so much money. He's young. He can do whatever he want, you guys. And Jania, she looks good. Like, come on now. We all know she look good. So I don't blame him for talking to Jania. But I just hope he knows what her intentions is, and he just be careful messing with her. That's if he still is messing with her. But most likely he is. Like, come on now. We got all the pieces together. I definitely want you guys to leave your comments and opinions below on how y'all feel about this. I thank you guys for watching. If you make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you press the notification button. T Gang, we out.